Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm about to read to you guys is a real quote from Lavar Ball, who I mind you is currently in Lithuania with his two boys. One he took out of high school, Lamelo Ball, and who's 16 years old, and the other one who he took out of UCLA because he was mad at UCLA for disciplining his son who stole wallets in China, and glasses in China. So this is LeVar Ball's comments on what he plans to do with his son Lonzo, who currently plays for the Los Angeles Lakers, who hasn't played a big portion of this season, who's dropping a mixtape in the next couple of days. This is what LeVar Ball's plan is with the Los Angeles Lakers in regards to his boys. All right, he said, I want three of my boys to play for the Lakers, but if that does not happen, I'm telling you the story, what's going to happen first. If they don't take Jello this year, which is the next boy that has the potential to be in the NBA, I'm bringing Jello back here to play with Melo for 2 years. Lonzo will be on his third year, and I want to let every NBA team know that Lonzo is not going to re-sign with the Lakers, but will go to any team that will take all three of my boys. That's the plan. Lonzo plays best when he's with his brothers. Why wouldn't? He's a hell of a shooter. They don't play the same position. You see how successful he was when he was with his brother. Why wouldn't you be smart and say, so you want your brother? Come on. Let's complete the royal flush and get the older brother. We don't have to go in any draft, just sign him in free agency. You don't have to give Jello $15 million, give my million for 3 years. We'll take it because they make so much money off the court, they lose spare change. So now you win championship after championship on the fact my boys will never leave. That's what I mean. Championship. You got to keep this team together for a long time. But you can't because more money is offered. Excuse me. That's why guys jumping between the teams. But what's better than the three balls together? The big three, the original big three. Okay, this is the most ludicrous shit I've ever heard in my life. I don't even know where to start. All right, I'm not going to take too long on this, but first and foremost, he said Lonzo, Lamelo, and Liangelo play three different positions. So let me go ahead and clear this up. Look at the picture right now, right? You see this picture? Lonzo is taller right now than Lamelo and Liangelo. Lamelo might grow a little bit more. Liangelo is about 18, 19. He's pretty much done growing. Lonzo's pretty much done growing. Lonzo is taller than Liangelo. That's the one closest to LeVar Ball. All right? Again, Lamelo in the middle between Lonzo and Liangelo. He could grow, but at best, he could end up Lonzo, who's about 6'5", 6'6". At best, he could end up at his height. Have you looked at the Los Angeles Lakers team in the last year and some change, right? Even though they've recently traded Larry Nance Jr. and they've recently traded Jordan Clarkson, they still have a lot of height on their team. As a matter of fact, Kyle Kuzma looks like he's going to be a piece that you can build around. Brandon Ingram is 6'10", 6'11". They're looking to go after a LeBron James or Paul George. All these guys are 6'8" and taller. The point I'm trying to make is, if Lonzo has to play point guard in the NBA, and Liangelo and Lamelo are shorter than Lonzo, what in the hell does LeVar, what would make him think he's going to have the opportunity to have all three of these guys in the starting lineup? All right. The next thing I'm going to say, LeVar talked about how Lonzo plays better with his boys and they need to be together. All right. First and foremost, there's 2 points I want to make at this. You do realize we're at the professional level, LeVar, and your kid is struggling this year. Your boy is struggling this year. You said you promised the Lakers were going to make the playoffs. They're nowhere close to the playoffs. All right? Let's piggyback off that same point a little bit, all right? Lonzo is struggling this year. You do realize, right? You do realize that teams are upset and the Lakers don't know what they're going to do with you right now with one ball on the team. You do realize if your crazy theory worked out and they got 3 of you guys in the starting lineup, right? 3 of your boys in the starting lineup, you do realize you would control pretty much the direction of the team. And you do realize GMs and owners got to understand that you've quit already. I've seen LeVar Ball quit on 4 situations already. All right? He quit in AAU twice. I've seen him literally tell his team, we're done playing. All right? Then we seen him with LaMelo, what I mentioned earlier. He took LaMelo out of high school. He said high school wasn't doing enough for him. He took LaMelo at 16 years old out of high school because he wanted him to be able to have a shoe endorsement in college. Quit. You quit. I'm sorry. You took Liangelo out of UCLA because your boy got caught stealing overseas. That's your blood. That's your seed. He got caught stealing overseas. Was about to face 10 years until you had freaking Trump go save you. Out of all people, go save your boy. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. And you think a team would be stupid enough to give you that type of power, knowing what you've done with power in the past? Didn't he get the coach fired that all 3 of these boys were playing a high school ball for? Yo, my question for you guys, man, I don't get the Ball family, right? And reportedly they signed a $15 million Facebook deal, so LaVar needs the attention to stay on his boys, period. He's not going anywhere. I'm going to tell y'all what's going to end up happening. No one's going to pick up Liangelo and LaMelo. That's happening. And there's going to be a thought with the Lakers to trade Lonzo this summer. They might trade him this summer. And I'll tell you why. If you're the Lakers, Magic has made it clear. When he traded Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance Jr., he's making it clear. Right? There's no more speculation. I am trying to make room for 2 max contracts. And when they get rid of they're going to waive and stretch Luol Deng's contract, right? And they might find something to do with Brook. Actually, Brook Lopez is coming off the books this year. When they waive and stretch Luol Deng, which is what they're going to do this summer, meaning they'll pay him his money, but it won't count against them in the cap. They'll have almost room for 3 max contracts if you bring in 3 top tier free agents and they talk to each other and work something out, kind of similar to how the Miami Heat did when LeBron and Chris Bosh joined D Wade, who was also a free agent at the time. So you got a potential of having 3 superstars on your team. And most of their good talent, including Lonzo, is on rookie deals. Kyle Kuzma is going to have a couple years left on that rookie deal. And Brandon Ingram going to have like another year or so on that rookie deal. You have the chance to have a really talented team if you can land somebody like LeBron James and or Paul George. And we don't know what's going to happen. What if the Cavs lose to the Celtics? It looks good in Cleveland right now, but if they lose to Boston, you got to believe LeBron's going to be looking to move on to another situation. He doesn't like Dan Gilbert. If the Thunder, who, again, it looks good from time to time with the Thunder, they beat the Warriors, but then lose like the next 4 out of 5 games. If they lose in the first round, you got to think Paul George is going to reconsider staying in OKC and consider the place that he wanted to be all along, which is Los Angeles. What if PG and LeBron get together and want to go to LA? You want to go to the Lakers and Lonzo Ball? Forget Lonzo. Lonzo's probably a good kid. His dad is right there. You can't shut his dad up. And you can clearly see the impact that is happening on the Lakers organization, right? Clearly. So if you're, what would make, man, LaVar, I don't even know what to say. LaVar's lost his damn mind. No one's giving you that type of power. No one wants your boys yet. Liangelo probably wasn't even going to be, I'm going to be honest with you. Most teams were not even considering Liangelo before the UCLA incident overseas in China. He is not getting drafted. Now, LaMelo does have a chance. LaMelo's a top prospect. But now college teams are not seeing him because he plays in a weird league in Lithuania. Teams are going to stay away from LaMelo. Now you're going to have to trade Lonzo this summer. And I think the Magic will do that. If he thinks it's going to interrupt his chances to get LeBron James. He's not letting anything get in the way. Magic has made it clear when he made those trades. I want LeBron. I want Paul George. I want to be players in this free agent summer. Heck, they might even try to sign a DeMarcus Cousins who's injured. Right? He's a free agent this summer. There's no way in hell. No way in hell. The Lakers are going to let a 19, 20-year-old rookie with a baby on the way and a mixtape on the way because of his father that he's too scared to stand up to, get in the way of their chances of getting one of the 5 greatest players of all time, consensus. No way in hell. Man, and I'm going to be honest with you. I looked at up and down some NBA teams. I think Lonzo can help a lot of situations. A lot of people have been throwing out my hometown of Memphis. I don't think it makes a lot of sense to me. A lot of people have been throwing out different teams. Charlotte, maybe. Maybe if you can get Lonzo to play the 2. I don't think there's going to be a lot of teams interested in Lonzo, not because of his game. I think Lonzo could be Lonzo's averaging like, 10, 8, and 8 or something like that. His stats are not down to me for a rookie. That's pretty good. We're only talking about him in disrespectful ways or negative ways because of his father. In the comments, his father said he was better than Steph Curry in college. So I just think with Lonzo, his talent's going to have to outweigh the burden his father has become. And since he ain't shutting it down, because it doesn't look like he's ever shut his father down, teams are going to want to stay away from him, including the Los Angeles Lakers. We'll see. They ain't letting nothing get in the way of LeBron James, though. I can tell you that for a fact.
I want to salute you, homie, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty.